Yeah, I remember. There's so many tabs open in my head that I need to like remember what I was talking to you about before I digress into the next topic, which is exciting in my hindsight. But anyways, I went to the gym today and I met a school friend. I forgot how this person looked and I forgot we had tuitions together. I forgot like everything until I see this person. So I was obviously supposed to go to the gym in the evening like I always do, and I can lift, I can push the most, I can pull the most in the evening is what I personally feel, because I've eaten food throughout the day, etc. Morning I'm also on an empty stomach. I left 8:30, utke 9 to 10 I left. I went for the push session, and I never usually do it after a day I've fasted, and this is the first time I've ever fasted in my life. So obviously it was low on energy, but I still pushed through. And I just want to say my form wasn't the best, but at least I went. Consistency matters, because missing a day is not an option. Anyways, again, digressing, coming back to the point after 1 minute of this recording, is that the minute I entered, I started doing my leg swing, leg front and side swings, okay. And this person's, I couldn't even see. I wasn't wearing my glasses, obviously. Who wears the glasses to the gym, because you're gonna squat and you're gonna sweat. Anyways, coming back to the point is that he's telling all the other trainers she used to get 19 on 20, 20 on 20, and we used to compare. Her answer sheet was like the solution for us, because it's like if we wanted to check anything, we would take her paper. I'm not saying it the right way, but the way he said it was just so sweet. It reminded me of who I was back in school and the scholar I was. I wanted to say that, but I really, really did work hard in school. I definitely did, in all aspects of not just captaincy, but mainly academics. Like, I knew I was not that nerd. I was by other people's opinions, but I was that person who would fight if I did not get the half mark. Like, if I didn't get 19 and a half and like 3/4, like it would give me some otherworldly pleasure or kick to get that mark, because I know I studied hard for it. And if I were to lose it because of a silly mistake, something, it would wreck my day. So, and I would wreck someone else's day at home. So, and also there were expectations from home. Like, my dad always wanted me to be in the first category, and even if I landed top 3, it wouldn't count. And that's just kind of the upbringing I got from here, because he used to win all these awards right at home. That's why I'm so well traveled. That's why I've traveled around the world, and he's won awards from every place possible: Moscow, Russia, Australia. Like, I have got to travel because of him, because he at the time sold insurance, mutual funds, all of it, and financial advisor was his role. And now it's just completely different. He's into the unlisted market now, if you do not know. But I'm also fully digressing here, so this can be a chapter in the YouTube thing, and we can skip to the next thing, which is the Huda Beauty event. But I just want to say that everything goes back to genetics, childhood, and everything is so deeply rooted. And today morning just like reminded me how much of a life I've lived when I was young. And it was just some very nostalgic kick, because also the perfume the trainer was wearing kind of reminded me of what Sir Roy, who used to teach us chemistry and like math and something like that in school, would wear. And it would just pura corridor mehek jata tha, kind of a vibe. So I'm just like so grateful that I got to experience that, along with someone doing my tarif to trainers who come in the morning. But in my head, and they were like, bitching about the dude himself who got like zeros, etc. But like, it was just so sweet. I cannot tell you how sweet that was. Like, it made my entire day. I think to be spoken well about is one of my aspirational dreams. I cannot even explain. Like, a lot of my friendships have been broken because I thought that they did not have my back behind me, but they did. But like, my point is, I like hearing that. Like, not Pete Piche, but like, even if you've done a Pete Piche and I get to know about it, it makes my day. Like, I made a reel about it from Mona Bash, where a relative of mine was watching YouTube and things like that, and they told my parents that, and that just made my day, because I heard of that. I heard someone doing tarif of mine to someone else, and that is much better and way more important than someone doing tarif directly to me. Because if someone, like, it's like shareable content on reels, right? Like, I won't come and tell you that your reel is fab, but I'll send to a friend and be like, oh, did you look at that? Same goes for gossip. But in my opinion, I'm going into a full different tangent here again, but like, it's so true, right? Because like, if something's worthy to be talked about, and if something, like, how there is this quote where they say that if your idea is so good that people would want to be talking about it at their next party with their friends, then you've made it, and things like that. Sorry, I'm just like doing this because I'm loving mehendi on my hands. I love it. I love this feeling of like wearing jewelry without wearing jewelry. But okay, I'm gonna go now, get ready, hopefully get my nails done. If I don't, I was busy working. I actually had so much to do today. Like, good I skipped the event because I've got a workout in before I was gonna go, but I'm so happy that it did not, because I finished another story. What did I write about today? Yesterday was rings. Ronaldo gave a rock, not even like a boulder, like a kettlebell on Georgina's finger. But yeah, I spoke about rings, most expensive celebrity rings. And I also did the Gaurav Gupta piece. The Sabyasachi launch yesterday was beautiful. I'm just so happy and so in awe of how he speaks. And one day to be able to speak like him would be another ultimate goal, where people, like, he had just so much sense of calm. And even the way he began, which I'm sure you saw in the last few clips, where he was talking about it is a very difficult market right now, and then he spoke about the 50% tariff rate. I'm like, how relevant can someone get in the current times? And I remember he's reading his speech or something before it started, and before that toast ka tinkling on the champagne glass started. But I went up to him before that, and I was just like, I word vomited on how much I love him. Like, I've seen his interviews in the past, and I just love the man he is. Like, and what he spoke about the tiger in India, like, it resonated a lot with me. And everything that he spoke about the luxury business, again, I've gone into a tangent here, but I'm thinking I'll just post this as a separate 10-minute vlog, because I feel like aram se I'm going to talk for 4 more minutes, and I can put that up as another video. But this week, like, I just wanted to say that, what did I want to say? Firstly, what happened in the morning, matlab, din ban gaya, bro. Like, when someone tells you what they think you are, it just gives me butterflies to another extent, because I'm like, oh wait, you're talking about me, that person you're talking about is me. That's unreal to me. But yeah, I got so much done in the morning. So today the article I actually wrote was on new tech launches. I wrote about Sony, Samsung, and a lot of other things that you will see. One of my favorite being the dumbbells. I don't want to reveal a name drop yet, but if you are following Lux Books website, please go check it out and read what I wrote about. Hopefully it's published by the time this is going to be published. But yeah, I did that. And then I had so I'm also freelancing for some PR people that I signed up before I took this job on, and meeting with the restaurant client from Jaipur was still left, so I'm hoping she's going to call me right now, which is why I think my nails are going to suffer again. I just need to remove the remaining ones and then I'll be fine. But anyways, my point here being is that I had the interview, I had this while doing a working job, while editing like a 20-minute GRWM, which is just makeup, and which I recorded here for Gaurav Gupta, just the makeup and like jewelry and everything, but every step, like mascara, clinic, toner, this, that, matlab bahut kuch jata hai. That's why it was a 28-minute video, which I need to shorten down to 1 minute. I don't know how I'm going to do that, probably 2-3 part series or something. I had a voice, so it's a lot of work. Content creation is another full-time job. But I also want to mention another thing. I spoke to a building friend of mine this week who's also into content. She told me, like, yeah, these brands are like, fuck, like, they literally want you to be available at 12 in the noon, 3 to 4 ke beech mein edit bana ke bhej do. How? You're working a full-time 8-hour job. How on earth are you supposed to do that, right? So yeah, sometimes I do feel like it's just a lot to ask for. And also the content creators who are actually free at 12 and 3 are not doing anything else in life. They're only doing content full-time properly. But their mind is not getting viksit, if you know what I mean, because you need a proper full-time corporate job to understand how life works and how people just can take life from under you and like betray you, and like all the snaky behavior that happened to me at the previous job is coming back to me. Let me know if you want a story time for that next sometime. We can do it. We've left that job, so bye-bye. And yeah, I just have 1 more minute to wrap this up, but I just want to say very grateful for whoever has stayed till the end and watched. Please let me know in the comments what resonated with you, because I would love to know that for my future videos. And I will be editing and putting up my 4 events in 2 days wala vlog today, and I have another Rahul Mishra show next week along with Longcom, Zeus, and another brand. And one of them is just literally sending a cab to my house. Please, we need you to be there, please come. So I just love the respect. And last thing I wanted to say, I'm super grateful for the Sabyasachi opportunity more than the Gaurav Gupta opportunities, because never in a million years, even if I did content full time for 10 years, back to back, I don't think the doors would have opened up for me, even if I was at a lakh followers, for me to be invited to Sabyasachi. So being on the media side, 10 on 10. Bye bye.